Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's video. The time is precisely 2:26 AM and it is a Friday night, and I'm outside of this very old pub here, which used to be known as the Albert Hotel here in Hebburn, not too far away from Argyle Street, where the Hebburn Community Centre used to be, but sadly that was demolished. Quite like that place as well. It's a bit unfortunate they decided to knock it down. But the Headley Sunday School survived even the community centre. It's been there for decades. And it's still there to this day. And so is this pub. So, it's now called Wardles Bar, apparently. But you can still see on the front of the pub here, the old original name. It's still sort of there to some extent. In fact, when I come across this the other night, I was coming along the bottom of the street here, and I just saw this in the distance. As I got closer, the first thing I saw was the Albert word, Albert Hotel. So we're going to have a bit of a look around the outside of this building. Obviously we can't go in this. I think there's people living inside the building upstairs, so I hope they don't come out and try to get us to Scarpa, because as far as I'm aware, I'm in a public place. Because this is on the street. I'm sitting on the seats here on the picnic tables, but this is in the street, in the middle of the road actually. So at one time cars probably were driving up and down where I'm sitting, and probably there was just a footpath behind us and these seats wouldn't have been here. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty certain that's the way it probably used to be. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's have a look around and we'll do a bit of exploring and investigating. Like I say, I can only go around the outside of the building. Can't go inside the place, unfortunately, unless I phone them up and ask if I can have permission to do that, but I doubt I would get it, because I did recently phone up the Cricketers Arms in Bilkey to see if I could do an investigation inside there, and the guy didn't want anything to know about that. He didn't even like it when Alan Robson was in. He didn't want to do it, but he reluctantly gave in and let Alan Robson investigate the place. That was the Cricketers Arms in Bilkey. He did say he would think about whether he'd let us do an interview with him. That's the guy that owns the place, the Cricketers Arms, that is. But I don't think I'm going to bother, since I can't do the investigation. I think I'm just going to leave that one. So without further ado, let's have a look around and have a look at the place more close up, etc. So here is the main entrance, and there you can see the original name up there, the Albert Hotel. They've left it up. Not sure why they kept it on. Probably they wanted to preserve it the way it used to look, and it's in very good condition, as you can see. I mean, look at the work that's gone into that shield thing above the door. That's quite impressive now, isn't it? It says above the door, you can probably see there, it says in big numbers 1908. So I don't know if this is a listed building. Does anyone know if it is or not? I wouldn't have thought it would be, because a lot of pubs have been demolished around Hebburn and Jarrow and other places in the area, so I don't think this one's listed, but you never know. Apparently they've got pool tables in here, or at least one. I don't know if they've got more than one, because I've never been in. And as you should be able to see here, they have dartboard images in the middle of these windows up here. There you go. And I think this might be some, yeah, there's two security cameras above the front door with infrared night vision on. I noticed them the other night when I was here, actually. I mean, look at the work that's gone into some of this this deco on the outside here. Look at that. That must have took some doing years ago. I believe this is probably all the original tiles on the outside. It's quite unusual to have these tiles on the outside of a pub, isn't it? Aren't most of them like bricks and stuff? These are like shiny tiles, you know? And here is what I presume will be the beer cellar entrance down here, I think. And this front door's quite large, isn't it? Looks like it was made for giants when you think about it. And it's got the sun symbolism above the door as well. And it's got a capstone, so this must be a Masonic building once again, I think. Pretty sure. There's a polite notice out here. It says, "Smokers, please be respectful of our neighbours and use the bins provided." They don't want you using people's house bins by the looks of it. I wish someone would tell the people around where I live something similar to that, because they keep using my bin to put their rubbish in. Yeah, opening times 7 days a week. I don't know what time it shuts. Would it be 11 or 11:30? I'm not sure. And up there is the infrared night vision, but it looks like it's only got 2 IR illuminators on it. Mine have got a lot more than that. And there's a sign here with Wardles on it saying Sunday from 7 PM. Play your cards right. Stand up bingo. Key draw, bullseye, quiz, and lots to win. I can hear thumps. Ah, someone getting in a car down there. I thought it was inside this building. I was coming from behind us. I couldn't tell there for a minute. Right then. And as you can see here, this is where I've just been sitting. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 picnic tables. The number 6 again there. I guess that's just a coincidence that they picked 6 tables. But they've got 2 of these spool things, which I think used to be used for wrapping big, thick cables around. You know, like what you would have, like, if you had some string or something wrapped around something, like a little version. They've got like big versions here, and one of them's got the sides cut off the top of the table. I don't know why they did that. The other one's still circular over there, and they've got cones here. I think that's in case somebody tries to drive into here somehow, and it's got reflectors on it, because you don't want the customers getting run over in the middle of the road by some you know, short-sighted driver or something. You know what I mean? So up here we've got more ornate, decorative rather, sort of designs above the window, and there's plants growing on the roof up there. Not the roof, but there's like a little ledge up there. It's got plants growing on it, but it's in remarkable shape, this building, considering it's how old is it? 1908. It's old, put it that way. I can't work out the maths right now at this time of night. Yeah. There's an inflatable football hanging up at that window at the inside there. Now I wonder if, I don't know who the original owners of this pub are, or used to be. So what we'll do first is I think we'll see if any of them are here, or even some of the original customers from back in the day. So, like I said, I'm going to try and find out now, because this camera, I discovered the other night when I was down in Jarrow with it, it can and does record EVPs. The only trouble is that they don't usually come out very loud, which is usually the case with most EVPs. So if you want to hear any possible EVPs that I might record, this is to me viewers, you'll have to put on a pair of headphones or earphones and ramp your volume up and listen carefully. But I will loop the bits where there is any, if there is any, during this investigation outside of the Wardles pub that used to be the Albert Hotel. Okay, so get your headphones on. That's a request, not an order. Because if you don't want to hear them, obviously you just use the speakers on your phone or your TV or wherever you're watching this video on. You know what I'm saying? But the only way you're going to hear them if you want to is to use headphones. Right, let's see if there's anyone here then. Hello, good evening. I'm speaking to anyone who is here with me on the street. 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 I'm trying to get in contact with the people that used to own this pub years ago when it first opened. I'm sorry, but I don't know what your names are. So if you are here, first of all, can I ask you how you are tonight? Are you okay? Are you doing okay? Because my camera here, this is a camera, a video camera. If you talk next to it, I should be able to record what you're saying. Okay? So, if there's anyone here who either worked in the pub or owned the pub back in 1908 or the following years after that, could you let us know, please, and possibly let us know your name? Now, it's not windy tonight at this point, thank God. It was the other night when I came out. Can you tell us, the people that owned the pub, used to own the pub, are you like a family? Did you live in the pub here, in the building? That was me pulling my strap up on my rucksack. Or as Pure Audits calls it, his knapsack. I know I calls it his knapsack. And he says some of his videos are on TokTik and I forget what he calls Facebook. Face page, I think. Right. Anyway, that's getting off the topic here. Right, if there is anyone here at all, whether you lived in the pub, owned the pub, or worked in the pub, or even if you're just someone from one of the houses around here, or even the care home behind me called the Davies Hall, could you possibly tell me your name into the camera here? Would that be possible? Now I must point out, even if you are speaking to me, anyone, I can't always hear you with my ears because for some reason that's not the way it works. I have to record your voice because I cannot see you, you see, so I don't even know if you're here or not. But the camera can record your voice. So if you've got anything you'd like to say or anything, feel free. I'm not here to upset you, by the way. I'm not here to intrude on your private space. I'm just admiring this fine building here and also trying to communicate with anyone who might still be here, if that's okay with you. Right, I'm going to take a walk around the outside, right round the building now, because there might be someone around the other side, I don't know. Plus we need to look at all sides of the building as well. So we're going to go around this side first. I'm still getting used to using this camera with a bright light instead of night vision, because it blinds you, you can't see where you're going. That's why I don't like using white light when I'm in the dark. Anyone could be, like, for instance, in front of us around this corner, and I might not even see them until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going around this corner now, onto the road here. Right. So here we are, around the other side, and there's a nice big image of a pool table here, with the phone number for this pub. So if you're interested in coming here, if you live maybe further afield and you want to visit the place, there's the phone number you need to call. 0191 483 6536. That's the number. It's Wardles Pool. They've got 8 tables, bloody hell. They've got 8 tables in here. Didn't think there was that many. Wow, it's almost like a pool hall. So around this side it is made of bricks with no tiles on, it's just white bricks. Painted white, I should imagine. And across the road here is some bushes and some houses. And down there obviously you've got some cars parked and some bins and what have you. Right, anyway, see if there's anyone around here as well. And some windows bricked up here on this side. And oh my god, look what's here. It's an advert for that bloody funeral directors again. Can't get away from that thing. That's the one that was on the side of the Ben Lomond in Jarrow when I was last there. On my video in Jarrow the other night. Right. See if there's anyone here then. Is there anybody round this side of the Albert Hotel? Now called Wardles. What do you think about the name change from the Albert Hotel to Wardles Pub? Are you okay with it? Do you like the new name better, or do you prefer the original name, the Albert Hotel? Let us know, I'm interested to hear your views on it. And do you know if the pub's the same on the inside as it used to be? Is the deco the same, or have they changed it all? Have they modernised the inside of the pub, do you know? Because I'm just wondering, because back in 1908, I'm thinking it might have looked a bit different on the inside, but having said that, at the front on the outside, it looks like it might be more or less the same, minus the addition of the security cameras and stuff. They probably wouldn't have them back in 1908 and stuff, you know. Well, let's take a walk around here. It looks like we've discovered a back gate. Whoa! There you went. That's a tough one. You got a bright light in your face. This is a bit dangerous. I nearly fell down on top of the bike because I do have a vertigo problem as well, you know. So I don't know. Anyway, I didn't manage to fall down yet. But there's a garage here as well, and some big blue bins and a green bin as well. Can we get round the other side? Yes, we can. So this is the back of the pub that used to be the Albert Hotel. There's absolutely nothing around here. I'm thinking this must be a car park. Yeah, I think it is a car park. Yeah, I would say so. That was a close call. Nearly fell flat on my face. I could have broke the camera and everything. Oh, there's loads of glass around here. That's not good with a bike. I've already had enough trouble with my back tyre as it is. So it's quite a tall building, this, as you can see. We've got a bit of a bushy tree growing out the top of the backyard, by the looks of it. And some sort of ventilation fan here. Right. Hello, is anyone round here? Like I say, I haven't come here to disturb anyone or upset you or anything. I come here as in a friendly way. Just here to have a brief chat, see how you're doing. See if I can find out who's here. If you could possibly give us your name, your full name, anything like that. It'd be very kind of you if you could do that. I think I'm going to go closer to the wall, so because I was near the curb or something when I nearly fell down there with the bike, because I'm holding the bike with the left hand and my camera with the right hand. It's kind of a weird thing to hold it, but it's the best way I can get the best camera angle at the minute. But the fact that I'm getting blinded by the light didn't help because I couldn't see. And like when I looked down, I couldn't see. I just nearly felt myself falling, type of thing. And in front of me here, we are on the street with more houses here. Around the other side of the Wardles pub, formerly the Albert Hotel, and we've got a bunch of hedges in the middle of the road here with a short, like small metal fence around it. Not sure why it's got that around it, but it has. So here we're back to the tiles around this side. There's a window open above us. I better keep my voice down. And the lights on upstairs. I don't want to disturb anyone. So as you can see, they've got the same great elaborate architecture around this side. I'm raising my voice again. And is there a bricked up window here? I'm imagining things. I'm not sure. Do you think that used to be a window? Or is it just the design? I don't know. I'm not an expert. So anyway, just across the road there is the care home, Davies Hall. I think it's a care home. Apparently it's named Davies Hall because the legendary TV sports presenter from World of Sport back in the day on ITV, I think he owns it or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it could be, you never know. Could be. But I don't know what that is up on the corner of the building there. It's either a light. I don't think it's a security camera, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get back to business here. So, is there anybody with me right now? Out here on the street? Could you possibly let me know? Are you having a good night tonight, whoever's here? Do you know what day it is by any chance, anyone? Is there anybody here who used to be a customer in this pub? When either it was the Albert Hotel, or maybe you stayed in the place when it was a hotel. Did you ever stay in one of the rooms? You know, sleeping there and that? Anyone? You never know, there might be some guests from the past who just never left. You know, when they stayed in one of the hotel rooms in the place. I presume it was a full working hotel, and it wasn't just a pub called a hotel. I'm no expert, but I wouldn't have thought that it was a... Are you alright, mate?
Alright, mate.
Just shooting a little video. I would have assumed it was a working hotel back in the day. Because it was called the Albert Hotel, after all. But now it's changed its name to Wardles Pub, as I pointed out earlier. So somebody just passed us there. I thought it was the staff coming out, or the owners for a minute there. I thought they must have come out a door around there or something. There's a door over there, I think. Yeah, I think there is. So, but it was just some guy passing. So there's another door over here, but it's unfortunately got some... Is there a bit of damage? Yeah, I think it's got a bit of damage on it, and there's a sign worn off. It says LJ's Wardles Bar. LJ's. What would LJ stand for? Anyone know? Lucky Jim? Wasn't... Psst, psst, psst. Hello! There's a cat passing us here. Where you going, mate? Where you going? Oh, he's come behind the hedge. He's ginger and white. That reminds me, I was outside of a house in Croft Terrace the other night, and a cat that looked just like that one ran in one of the gardens, and I tried to shout to the cat through the gate and over the fence, and I got down on the ground. The cat came to us at the gate eventually, And then I thought I could hear someone's voice. I'm thinking, where's that coming from? Am I hearing things? And then I stood up and I could hear it a little bit better. And what it was it was the doorbell cam on the front door of the house, outside the door. And the guy was saying, "What are you doing?" I says, I'm just shouting to the cat, talking to the cat. He goes, "Whose cat is it?" I says, "I'm not sure. It's like ginger and white." He goes, "Oh, it's mine." I says, "All right." I says, "What's he called?" He goes, "Chester." I goes, "All right, Chester." So I started calling the cat Chester. He still wouldn't come to us. And then what happened next was, he says, I says, "I haven't woken you up, have I?" He goes, "You have, actually." He says, "I got a notification on my phone about us being outside his house." Apparently you could see us on the night vision camera. And basically he shut up after he went quiet, and then I heard the front door open. He didn't show himself at the door. He's like behind the door, so I couldn't see him. And then he just let the cat in. The cat went running in. Typical favoritism or what, eh? I was trying to talk to the cat. Are you alright? Yeah. And the cat obviously had gone in the house, and but the guy didn't say good night or anything. I thought he would have at least said good night, bye, or something, but he just slammed the door and that was it. So I just left. Thought he was going to be a bit more hospitable, maybe invite us in for a cup of tea or something. No, just kidding. That would be taking it a bit far, wouldn't it? But anyway, but that was funny. I thought that was funny anyway. I don't know if he's still got the footage of me outside of his house. Like, it's probably on Facebook somewhere. Probably everyone's watching it by now. Probably everyone's seen it around that area. Anyway, right, so we'll continue back around the front again. We're back where we started, outside of the Wardles pub. I know you said the Wardley pub. I'm always at bloody Wardley. So we'll have a sit over here again. Someone's left a little bit of beer. I'm not going to drink it though, even though I did start drinking wine not too long ago. But I don't touch lager or beer or anything. I only like wine, white wine, that's it. The red wine tastes like crap, as I discovered when I bought a bottle of it. So I think we're going to be wrapping this one up in a minute, in a couple of minutes or so, a few minutes. That's 3 people that's passed us now, I think. But you probably just heard them briefly there, but you didn't see them because my camera was facing me at the time. Right, anyway. Oh, that's not the window broke up there, is it? Or is there some patterns on the glass? I think it is. Might be smashed. That's not good. That's not good. It's pretty cold tonight because it was quite mild during the day. Not that I'm really up during the day with me being out all night doing these videos, but I haven't seen daylight since, I don't know, 1965 or something. No, I wasn't even born then. What am I talking about? Yeah, I climb out of me coffin about well, during the day at some point, you know, when the sun's gone down. Just like other vampires do, of course. No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually own a coffin. I was thinking of buying one off eBay though. I saw a nice one the other day. Very expensive though. Very expensive. I'll save up for it. That's what I'll do. Save up for it. Right, let's continue to try some more communication while we're around the front here. Around the front of the one-time Albert Hotel. Here in Hebburn. Not too far away from Argyle Street. Actually, I don't even know the name of this street. I can see a street up there. It says William Street West. William Street West. I never would have known that unless I had seen that sign there. Right. So, I would like to know, if possible, if there is anyone here, are you someone from one of these houses? Or a house nearby somewhere around here? Or are you maybe someone who lived in this building, the pub, the Albert Hotel, or Wardley pub? You can hear some noises. Not sure where it is though. You know something? We're having this bright light in my face. I'm often not aware when there's people coming along. It's a bit dangerous, like because I'm blinded and I'm talking to yous on here, and I don't always hear them until they're right on top of us, and I don't see them until they're like 2-3 foot away because of the bright light in my face. I'm blinded. You know what I mean? So I don't know who's coming along. When I've got the night vision on us, I can see everything fine because my eyes are adjusted to the dark. So I know if there's someone coming along, I'll see them. But like I said, when I've got this on us, I don't see them until it's too late. If anyone wanted to pounce on us or something, you know what I mean? It's a good job I'm an expert in martial arts, though. You know what I mean? Just saying. Yeah, I learned off the experts like Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He taught us a few moves one time, when he was at Temple Park Leisure Centre. That's Steven Seagal, that is, not Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because he was at Temple Park Leisure Centre, Steven Seagal, on the John Reed Road, by the way. Just in case you didn't know that. It was quite a long time ago. And he's also done 1 or 2 concerts with his band Thunderstruck or Thunder Rock or whatever they're called. At the is it the Sage? The Sage on the quayside, is it? The one that looks like a metallic onion. Or has that got a different name? Yeah, it's the right one. It's the Sage. Because it reminds us of an onion, so Sage and Onion. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's done a concert there. He also did a concert at Newcastle as well. Not at the same time, not on the same week or anything, I don't think. But yeah, I learned a few moves off him, so I can defend myself. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, getting off the investigation thing here. Let's get back to that. I've noticed my battery's going down nearly halfway. This thing's supposed to last around 3 hours. I've barely been going, what? Half an hour? Well, 32 minutes, something like that. So, is there anybody right next to me right now or anything? Like sitting on the seats maybe, or standing next to us? Anyone? If you could give us your full name, first and second name, it would help me. 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 It would help me a lot. And also, if you've got a message for any family members, could you shout it into me camera and give us the name of the address of the people you want us to give the message to, if possible. So if you've got a message or a question for your family or someone, a family member, if you can shout the message into this camera with your name and their street address where they live now, I'll try my best to pass the message on if I hear what you said on this recording, okay? So I'll give you a few minutes to see your message if you've got one, okay? Right, unless it was a really long message that possibly could have been enough time for you to give your message. I do apologise if I stepped in over the top of it because I can't actually hear you. Okay? But even when I'm talking, if you didn't finish your message, if you did give us a message, that is, for your family members, I must point out I need that full name and address, and then I'll try and find the house, and if they're still living there and I hear your message, I will give it to them. Okay, I'll try my best to get that message to them for you. Maybe you've got a message for somebody who lives in the pub still to this day, maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Could be relatives of yours living in the pub, or it might be new owners, I don't know. Since I don't know who owns it, I don't really know. I just wonder if them cameras move around inside them dome things, but I don't think they do. So is there anybody here with me right now who used to own any pets of any sorts? Did you have a cat, a dog, a hamster, or anything? There's no if you did. Me myself, I don't have any pets at this point, but I used to have a cat. He was black and white and he was called Mally. But he had to get put down, sadly, because we think he might have got run over because his back legs weren't working very well and he kept falling sideways. His back end kept falling over. So he was having too much trouble trying to walk around and move and stuff, so me mum made the difficult decision to have him put to sleep. So that's what happened. He got put to sleep at the vets next to Hebburn Park on Victoria Road, I think it was, round the corner. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was quite some time ago, though. Took me some time to recover from that, because yeah, we had him for a while, you know. So anyway, so if you did have any pets, what was the name of your pet? And was he a dog or a cat? Well, there's still a few cars flying around tonight, passing by here, even though the time is now, let's see what time it is. It is about 3:05, maybe 4 minutes past to be precise. 4 minutes past 3 AM on a Friday night. I don't know what date it is though. I forgot to check. I'm hopeless. And my bike is over there, parked next to one of the picnic benches here. Are you allowed to have picnics on these tables, do you think? Maybe in the summer. Not that I was planning on having a picnic here, I just wondered, because they are picnic benches, aren't they? I think they're multi-purpose, really, I guess. You often see them in fields, in parks and stuff, don't you? And I guess in beer gardens as well, and outside of pubs. This is a street beer garden, I guess. A beer garden in the street. Right, well, I'm going to have to go in a minute. So if anyone's got anything else they want to say to me, or ask me, or anything you like, don't forget to shout it into this camera as loud as you can. You could say goodnight or whatever you like. Anything you want. It's your chance to speak and be recorded. So I'll be able to hear what you said if you shout into the camera. I guess I've been walking around quite slow tonight. Like a snail almost, but I am pushing my bike at the same time. Not at the minute because it's over there. But you know. But I find this building very interesting, to be honest with you, and I hope they don't knock it down someday. I hope it stays here for all time. You know? It's about time they kept... Well, it's been here for a long time, and I hope they keep it here, like I say, always, you know what I mean? Just like that song. Always I wanna be with you. I wanna... And I don't know the rest of the words. But anyway, I think that was by Erasure. Another one. Right then. I think we're going to bring this video to a close, this little investigation. This little look at this Wardles pub that used to be the Albert Hotel here in Hebburn. Okay then. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little video stroke investigation here tonight outside the one-time Albert Hotel here in Hebburn, which is now of course called Wardles. I didn't realise that the other night it was called Wardles. I just saw the Albert Hotel. I did see that pool table thing around the other side of the picture, but I don't think I noticed it said there's 8 tables in there. Must be really big on the inside of this place. 8 tables, bloody hell. That's a fair few tables, like. But then again, pool tables are smaller than full-size snooker tables, aren't they? Yeah, considerably smaller, I would say. Okay then. So, let us know, anyone who's watching this video right now, could you please let us know if you heard any voices on here apart from when them blokes walked past us. That was not ghosts. That was real people. Not on that bit. But any other bits, there was nobody around. Only when I was round that corner. So if you heard any other voices or words or sentences on this video with your headphones on, let us know what you heard and if you made any of the words or sentences out, okay? And I'd be very grateful if you could pop down in the comments what you've heard, okay? So thanks very much for that in advance. So, don't forget to give this video a little like if you enjoyed any of this video here tonight, as per usual. And I'll be very, very grateful for that. Always am. It's very kind of you to do that. I really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithms of your channel. And my nose is running like a tap. Oops. That proves how cold it is tonight. I didn't even realise I was running until I felt something there. Bloody hell. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to receive notifications from me. Hit that bell as well. Then you get the notifications, of course. It's up to you, of course, whether you want to subscribe as it is for everyone on every channel, I guess. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. I'm going to head off now. And yeah, it's been a pretty good investigation, but I won't know if I've caught anything until I check the video back during the editing process. So once again, thanks very much for watching this video here tonight. And I'll catch you all next time. So bye for now. See you later. Good night now.